point.
Okay, all right, there you go. So when we come back, we're going to be talking to Dr. Smog again, and we're also going to be talking to the Minister of the Environment again, and we'll see when we come back. Back to you, Liza. Thank you, Jen. Adrian Nyman is here with me as well as his partner, John Goldie, and they are the Food Dudes. That's their catering company. I love that you guys are you in your 4th year?
Going into our 4th year of school, yeah.
At Guelph?
At Guelph University.
And already look how keen. You're out there, you've developed a catering company, you've got great ideas. We love them when you sent them in. So we're talking about finger foods that you can prepare fairly easily and serve at any kind of summer party.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Basically, depending on what time of year it is, we always come up with different themes of stuff we can work with. Basically, for example, we have the gazpacho shooter.
This one?
Yeah. If it was winter time, maybe we do a roasted potato leek soup or something. But since it's summer, we do a chilled yellow tomato gazpacho.
Nice.
And it's quite delicious. What you do is you take back the shrimp. It's a little spicy and got some heat, and then it's really refreshing just to shoot back the gazpacho shooter, and then you have the shrimp shell just to put back in. It's easy cleanup for the server.
Oh, smarty.
So
there you go. And then over here, John, even though he's more the business end of the partnership, is going to do a little cooking as well?
Yep, I'm just working on our seared tuna dish. So what I did here is crusted the tuna loin, which is the end piece, the tail of the tuna, with sesame seed, lime zest, and then there's various salts and peppers within this as well.
Yum.
And so what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in this searing pan right now.
Has to be smoking hot, so you get it nice and seared.
Okay.
For about 15 seconds on each side, just just to get a little bit.
Just that crust.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
That way the sesame seeds stick to the tuna, and when you slice it, you have a very nice sesame crust. It's beautiful.
Okay, so then obviously you need a very high grade of tuna because you're not cooking this through, not even close.
Yeah, this is sushi grade tuna. It's bluefin tuna, and we get all of our stuff down from St. Lawrence Market. So.
Okay, so that's what you want to ask for, sushi grade.
Sushi grade.
If you're going to do something like
this. And you
this.
want it from the loin, from the tail of the tuna. Instead of if you were to use the tuna steaks, it would come more from the inner part. You just want it from the end piece because that's the most tender, and it kind of melts in your mouth.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that you use shrimp because when I was going through your bio. It's not easy getting into this business. You have had to put in some hard labor, my man.
Some hard labor. In grade 11, I did a co-op program. I went to Northern Secondary, and I went to North 44 Restaurant.
Yeah.
And starting out, it was pretty interesting because I started cleaning freezers, washing spinach, peeling 300 or 400 shrimp. And you only really need 250 hours. But since I was so intrigued and interested, I'd want to stay for service because it was a daytime thing.
Right.
And I would stay till late hours of the night and just watch how they worked and do anything I could to help.
Because they do it right.
Yeah, and it really paid off because they offered me a job, and I worked with them for a couple of years in which I was really able to develop my own ideas.
Right, and then it inspires great things like this. So let's look, what about the cucumber?
Okay, so a variation here is once again another summer thing. All this can be prepped ahead of time. So you cut your cucumber. With a spoon, you just scoop out the inside. We have a little creme fraiche underneath, and then it's our version of a smoked salmon sashimi. So you mix with soy glaze, honey, and whole grain mustard. That goes on top, so it's nice and sweet. And then just for a little garnish, you put the chives over top and pop it in your mouth, and you get the crunch from the cucumber, and it's very refreshing also.
That sounds delicious. And then I love the spoons. I love the spoons because they look good and you can get them cheap.
You can get them cheap. We get them for all of our stuff rented. In the summertime, once again, if this was winter, maybe we'd use the white spoon for a risotto with a little Parmesan on top. But since it's summertime, we thought a very summery heirloom and zebra tomato salad with bocconcini and basil. Put the whole thing in your mouth. Once again, very light and refreshing. And you want salad things in the summertime. It's very nice to look at, and you feel healthy. And
sure, and in the heat, you don't feel all bogged down.
Yeah.
And then if you're a little hungrier,
you get the lamb lollipops.
The lamb lollipops, and they look great jammed in there. Jammed in there. You can tell I do this a lot.
Yes. The whole idea behind those is just a little creative idea with lamb, switching it up. I'm trying to get rid of the whole idea of using sticks. I really dislike anything to do with sticks.
Because what do you do with them after that?
Yeah, exactly. You just have them, and it's just they're old. We need something new. So the whole idea behind the lamb lollipops is we actually make them sweet. We sear them off, and then we put them in the oven with brown sugar and pecan, and that crusts them up. And when you eat it, it's very sweet, and you're like, this really tastes like a lamb lollipop.
John, perfect timing. Just before we wrap up, let's see what you've got over there.
This is the presentation of our seared tuna dish. What it is it's a Belgian endive, and we put avocado in the bottom, and then we have the seared tuna and the mango on top.
Love the idea of using lemon or lettuce as a wrap.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
like that rather than a bread or anything else.
Yeah,
it's so light and fresh.
Yeah, it makes it just kind of like a handheld appetizer. You know, you can just kind of pop it in. And,
Guys, fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I see nothing but great things for both of you.
Thank you
You're
very
doing
much.
such great work already. Adrian Nyman, John Goldie, and their catering company is called The Food Dudes. You can go to thefooddudes.com or thefooddudes@aol.com for more information. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.